I didn't expect to make another video so soon. But after the last two, something happened that I can't ignore. People started writing to me. Not just comments. Messages. Long messages. Stories about things they never said. Words they swallowed. Truths they buried so deeply they almost forgot they were there. And it made me realize something important. Most of the damage in our lives doesn't come from big betrayals or dramatic mistakes. It comes from the small things we don't say, the quiet truths we hide to keep the peace, the honesty we postpone because it feels inconvenient. Today, I want to talk about that. Not the big lies, the small ones, the ones we tell ourselves just to get through the day. I'm fine. It doesn't bother me. I've moved on. It's not that important. I don't need help. These lies don't sound dangerous. They sound reasonable, responsible even, but over time, they do something subtle. They slowly separate us from the people who love us and from ourselves. For years, I believed that keeping certain things to myself was a form of strength. I thought I was protecting others, avoiding conflict, being mature. In reality, I was protecting my pride. There were things that mattered deeply to me that I never admitted out loud, not because they were shameful, but because saying them would mean admitting vulnerability, and vulnerability felt risky. I remember sitting across from someone I loved, listening to them ask a simple question, a question they had asked many times before, and every time I gave the same safe answer, an answer that kept everything calm, predictable, comfortable, until one day I couldn't do it anymore. Not because something dramatic happened, but because the weight of silence had grown heavier than the fear of honesty. When the truth finally came out, it wasn't explosive. There was no shouting, no tears, just quiet. The kind of quiet that makes you realize how much time you've lost pretending something didn't matter. And that's when it hit me. Every time I said, "It's fine," when it wasn't, I wasn't just lying to myself. I was denying someone the chance to know me, to understand me, to walk with me. We think we're being strong when we hide our pain. But what we're really doing is building walls. Walls that keep others out and trap us inside. I've seen this pattern everywhere. In friendships that never go deeper. In marriages that stay polite but distant. In families that talk often but never really connect. We talk about weather, about work, about schedules, but we avoid the real conversations. The ones that start with, "I'm scared. I'm hurt. I don't know what I'm doing. I need help." And when we avoid those conversations long enough, something strange happens. We start to believe the surface version of our own lives. I once knew someone who seemed perfectly fine, reliable, easy to talk to, always pleasant. Years later, I learned that there was an entire world inside them that no one ever saw. Not because no one cared, but because they never let anyone in. And when they were gone, all that was left were polite memories. No depth, no understanding, just fragments. That's the cost of small lies. They don't just steal truth, they steal connection. And connection is what makes life bearable, maybe even meaningful. One of the most powerful conversations I've had in recent years didn't involve advice, or solutions, or fixing anything. It involved two people admitting they didn't have answers, admitting fear, admitting regret, admitting misunderstanding. And when it was over, nothing external had changed. But internally, something heavy had lifted. Because honesty does that. Not the brutal kind, not the careless kind, the quiet human kind, the kind that says, "This matters to me. I've been carrying this alone. I don't want to pretend anymore." We tell ourselves that being honest will make things worse, that it will create problems, that it will burden others. Sometimes it does create discomfort, but discomfort is not destruction. Silence is. I've watched people grow old still pretending they're fine, still saying they don't need anything, still protecting an image while their world gets smaller. They think pride is dignity, but pride unchecked becomes isolation. We weren't built to carry everything alone. We were built to be known, even when being known is messy, especially then. I don't have time for pretending anymore, not because I'm fearless, but because I finally understand the cost. Every conversation matters more when you realize it might be one of the last. Every word carries weight when you stop assuming you'll always get another chance. So now, when something hurts, I say so. When something matters, I don't minimize it. When I'm grateful, I express it. When I'm confused, I admit it. Not perfectly, not always comfortably, but honestly. And here's what I've learned. The people who truly care don't pull away when you tell the truth. They lean in. And the ones who don't, were never really close to begin with. If you're watching this, and there's something small you've been hiding, a feeling you keep dismissing, a truth you keep postponing, a conversation you keep avoiding, I'm not asking you to tear everything open at once. Just stop lying to yourself. Start there. Admit what matters to you. Admit what hurts. Admit what you want. Then, when you're ready, let one person see the real version of you. Not the "I'm handling it" version. The human one. Because being known is worth the risk. And pretending costs more than you think. Before the last day comes, choose truth over comfort. Connection over pride. Honesty over silence. That choice won't make life perfect, but will make it real. And real is always better than pretending.